Welcome back, everybody. We are on the fourth interlude, Un Pueblo de Nada. Thank goodness, I thought we were trapped in a closet. I'm not late, am I? Oh, this must be our guest. Oh, hi, you must be, Oh, sorry, I'm Maya. Right, the traveling artist. Welcome. I'm Emily, I, work here. Great, Rita says you're the producer? Oh, did she? I guess so. I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I know the feeling. You weren't around earlier at the lunch thing? No, I don't live in town. I just come into work on the station. Really? That's quite a hike, isn't it? I know some shortcuts. Oh, okay. Better get started. You look busy. No, it's okay. I think we're about ready to start the broadcast. Oh, should I go sit down? Not just yet. Rita does a little intro. Got it. Okay. Quite a crowd in here. Really? There's like 7 or 8 of us, I think? Yeah, well, for this town, I've barely seen anyone all day. Oh yeah, ghost town. Yeah, kind of. Haha. Okay, I'll check if Rita's ready. You can just hang out back here somewhere. We'll let you know when it's time to come on set. Great, thanks for having me. You too. I mean, you know what I mean. Why am I so awkward with visitors here? Just used to seeing the same 12 people day in and day out, I guess. At least the floor is staying dry. My left boot has a hole. Looks like the ceiling is holding up okay. Just usual leaks. Looks like I just made it before the sky broke open. Ben and Bob, working on a project. We found that radio in the woods a week or 2 ago. Cleaned the circuits with rubbing alcohol and left it in the sun. Seemed like it was working okay again. So why are they taking it apart? Oh, so I just have to click on everything. Yeah, it's a new, interesting dynamic. Oh, if I click on... Gets any worse, we might be stuck in town tonight. And then I can't see it anymore. Okay. I hope the neighbors are okay. Nope. Okay. Miss you, Cross-Eye. I don't know what that's about. No, it's not time to start the show. Oh, James left a patch wired up on the image processor. Nice. Maybe there'll be time to play with it after the show. What the frick? Slow-mo crow keeping an eye on the control board. You hired a bird? Keep up the good work, Mo. Well, if it... Guess it's cheaper than a person. The video data bank. It used to be on the other side of the room, and the couch was in the corner. We moved to here where the ceiling is least leaky. It's further from the windows, too, so sunlight doesn't bleach the labels. So much of archiving is just playing hide-and-seek with weather. Oh, Serrano's here! Oh, right, he's here to help with the weather report. Of course he is. That should be cool. Elmo gets a lot more into it when he has some noise to vibe on. Okay, that's everything around here, right? Yeah, so I guess it's time to start the show. Time to start the show. Okay, ready when you are. How does it look outside? Gross. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Saturn is in retrograde, because that matters. What does that even mean? Yep. Think it'll let up? I think we'll see what Elmo says. My poor tomatoes. Okay, in 3, 2... Hi, it's Rita. This is your evening broadcast, 8192. Wow, it's really raining out there. Damn, I can hear it from here. We have a few leaks. Put some pots and bowls underneath them. Thanks, Ron, for lending us your extra pots and bowls. I hope you had a good day despite the weather. Although, it was really nice earlier, right? I had a good day today. I met a new friend. She's going to join us in about a minute or so. Maybe you saw her earlier around lunch? Or if you didn't meet her, then you'll meet her in a minute. Or, if you met her already, but you still want to hang out, I'm sure there's plenty that we can talk about. Wow, so this is 8192. Is that right, Emily? Sounds reasonable. Yep. That's a lot of broadcasts. I came in around the 5s, so I've only been around for half of them. And back then in the 5s, well, let's see, I did Night Noise, and we had the Swap Show, and the Bird Show. People are just coming in and dropping off tapes all the time, and now, well, now it's just the evening broadcast. But it's not like, I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcast. I think it was the first show we had on here. It's the first show not produced by the power company. It was the first community show, yeah. Those empty humming shots of trees and glowing-eyed animals. Before that, it was just security footage from the woods. Yeah, so it's the spine of the station. Or maybe it's the heart? Or is it the skin? What part of the WEVP body do you think this is? Why don't you come on by and tell us about it? We're going to be here for another 30 minutes or so. Or if you don't want to brave the storm, you can always give us a call. Same number as always. 270-216-5556. Okay, so we're going to start with a tape. This is an old one. It's one of mine, but maybe you haven't seen it. Or if you've seen it, it's been a while, so maybe you've forgotten. Shit. What? She asked me to queue up her tape, Un Pueblo de Nada. Where is it? I don't know! It's probably still shelved. I'll find it. Ron silently mouths a thank you. Okay, so it should be over here, right? These tapes should be on a shelf back here. Emily scans the shelf of videotapes. I had these alphabetical. To herself, absently. Can't keep anything here organized for long. Should put this all in chronological order. Well, I guess it's hard to remember sometimes the order of things. Some of these tapes were made at the same time. We started one video and then started another in the middle, and then came back later, and time is out of joint. It's like sweeping a beach. Oh, wait a minute. Ralph borrowed it for his screening, so it's probably with the others he returned. Here, Aunt Connie Reframed, Bare Waist Studies, Death of an Airfield, Un Pueblo de Nada. Aha! What would you all do without me? I'll cue up Rita's tape now. Here you go, Mo. Hold off on playing this until Rita's done setting it up. Thanks, babe. Are you in a relationship with the bird? Ready when you are, Rita. Some people that lived here a long time ago, before the company town, before the airstrip, like over 100 years ago. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Ready, Emily?
El Pueblo de Nada llegó a caballo en octubre y su primer... Llegaron de Florida. Antes de eso, de algún lugar en América Central. Pero ninguno de los que llegaron aquí habían vivido en América Central.
I wonder what Maya thinks of the doc.
Se reconstruyó a sí misma, persona por persona.
This is cool. Have you seen it before? I should say something nice. Yeah, it's something else. You don't sound convinced. It's not a bad way to learn about history, though. Did a lot of research for this tape. The People of Nothing. We still have a few of those worn-out notebooks they left. I guess that guy from the university took the rest. What did he say he was working on? Oh, right, the Archive of Utopian Thought. Some big preservation project, I guess. So now the people of nothing are on a shelf somewhere. And here, on this tape. It is history, right? Or is it just a story? It seems kind of sad now. I guess it's a kind of a memorial. Those are always sad. Memorial to the people who used to live here. Or is there even a difference? Although, now the tape is just here, on a shelf. Every once in a while we dust it off and it shuffles around the airwaves again, like an old dog. Sorry, did I say something wrong? Oh no! Haha, I'm sorry. I just have some weird shit going on in my head tonight. You know what I mean? Sure, it's okay. Sorry, I spaced out. Oh, don't worry about it. You should... Oh, should I go sit? Yeah, it's almost over. Something else I need to do... Or I just wait it out? Awesome. Next up is Maya's interview. So where are you staying tonight? Here in town. Oh, good. Yeah. Even before the storm came in, I thought it'd be nice to get some rest before the long hike back to the highway. Ron offered his loft. What? He said I could sleep in his loft. Oh, honey, he's talking about his barn. Ron, nobody wants to sleep in your barn. Ron shrugs. It's not haunted. But it is haunted. Bob got some pretty clear voices there on his tape recorder. Wanted to have a seance, but couldn't round up enough brave souls to go all the way around the table. You'll stay at my place. Oh, thanks. Oh, Ron. Do you need anything? Actually, do you have an extra toothbrush? It'd be nice to sleep under the stars. I think I do, actually. Yeah. Oh my god. I've been in the woods, you know. Right. I actually used a twig this morning. I kind of chewed up one end. No stars tonight, though. I've done that. Really? I'm disappointed. I thought I invented it. Even better, you can chew on some pine needles. It really freshens your breath. I mean, it's not perfect. Wow, that's roughing it. Just close your eyes and pretend, I guess. Right, exactly. And even then, it's just not the same as real toothpaste. What the hell are they talking about? Emily waves to Rita. Oh, okay. Hi, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that was from, it's several years old. I can't remember exactly. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, thank you, Maya. Spring to Ron. What's next? I brought in a tape. Oh, okay. You good? All queued up. I'm gonna check on the boys. So they'll talk about whatever the frick they want to. The boys are these. What the hell are they doing? Ben and Bob are seated on the couch, poking at the electronic innards of a radio. So then it won't mute while it scans between stations. Okay, because that's where they live, right? No, you just want that constant static noise. Right, the noise. That's where they live. They don't live anywhere, dude. They're ghosts. Okay, why does it matter where you tune the radio? It's like the soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotted leaves and stuff. Like compost. Oh, hey, Em, how's the show? Just a normal night. Good. Always fun to have a guest. Something for the shut-ins. A few old folks who never leave their homes. Like the frog lady. Never seen inside her home, but Ron said she's up to several hundred frogs at least. These just live in her bathtub. Then someone saw her collecting old sinks and basins from abandoned houses. That's our little town. Stragglers, weirdos, and ghost hunters. Radio crackles as it scans rapidly across the spectrum. Snippets of voices mixed with colored noise and unfamiliar interference patterns. Did you hear that? That was definitely a voice from beyond the grave. Sounded like, I clearly heard dogwood in there. Yeah, kinda. Sound more like frogwood to me. What the hell is frogwood? Man, I don't tell ghosts what to say. Did you hear that, Emily? Must have been dogwood. Dogwood, of course. I guess it doesn't matter. The ghost voices don't really come out until you play back the recording later. No existent recordings, like a copy without an original. A mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Eerie. Like the mounds. Burial mounds here in town? You think they're haunted? No. We're sure, probably. But I meant they're like the reflection. The people who made them lived hundreds of years ago. An whole society is long gone, and now we just have these lingering echoes, without any trace of context. Yeah, that is kind of eerie. So the ghosts speak and we can't hear it, but the tape recorder can hear it? Is that right? I don't know. Sometimes I think it's more like the recording itself is a ghost. Like that's what ghosts are. Recordings of events that didn't happen. When something keeps leaving new marks even after it's gone. False memories. Town looks really empty in the rain. I wonder if that's true in cities too. If rain makes it look all look empty. I'm trying to remember. What's a big city I've been in when it rained? Oh, Chicago. Downpour on Western Avenue. Took shelter in a gas station. Does it just look empty because everyone stays inside? No, there's something uncanny about a town in a thunderstorm. It's like a reanimated corpse. Ugh, more leaks. This is not sustainable. Those on the floor are getting pretty full. They're getting full pretty quickly. Hope somebody's planning to empty these. Somebody else. James has been working on this circuit diagram for a while now. The diagram has been up on the chalkboard for at least a couple months. Schematic for some essential component in the image processor. Nobody understands it but James. That's the point. He's trying to clean it up and simplify it a bit. He'll publish a simplified diagram and everyone can build an image processor. Meanwhile, it's like hieroglyphics in here. Schematic seems to get more eerie the longer James is away. He understands it, which keeps it tethered in the realm of the human. Otherwise, it might as well be lichen. I love the oscilloscope. You can plug any signal in here, and it shows up on the screen. Sound waves, video signals, even just a weak electrical signal with no other purchase on the senses. You can inspect electronic sounds that are usually too low frequency to detect. Sometimes it takes a little tuning. James used this to show me the guest in our wiring here in town. There's a low hum. Barely even a hum, because it's too slow to be audible. A slow, gentle oscillation that offsets every other electrical signal in town. James hasn't been able to figure out what causes the hum, but it's okay. It's too subtle to cause any real problems for us. It's just there. It's Ron's big moment. Nothing else to do, right? No. So, okay, Ron, anything that you want to tell us about that tape? Everything on that tape was wild. Really? Everything? Wild stuff indeed. Even the horses? Everything on that tape was wild. Bought some forged folk tapes at a yard sale once. The lady said they were live tapes of Gene Ritchie playing dulcimer at some local bar. They're pretty good too. A little noisy with the rattling bottles and chatty drunks, but gave the recordings a certain aura of authenticity. Were the horses wild? I thought those were the horses here. Oh, the neighbors? We call the horses here the neighbors. No, I didn't recognize that one. And I know some of the background sounds repeating. Someone telling the same hushed story at the bar during every song. The door opening and closing in exactly the same way. The lady who sold me the tapes, she added the bar sounds artificially. I think she recorded the music herself in her bedroom and put Richie's name on it. I don't think there are any wild horses anymore. Really? How could that be? Oh, well, they've all been domesticated. Are the neighbors domesticated? We don't own them, no. They're, feral? The tapes live permanently in my truck. Over the years, they've become my favorite Ritchie recordings. Oh, right, in your documentary, you said that the people who used to live here had freed their horses. Exactly, but You can free your pet cat, but it won't turn back into a panther? Right. It's kind of haunting. A kind of ghost, like Ben was saying. Everything is a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town with people still living in it, against all reason. Most of the houses are empty. There's always been people here. After the Pueblo de Nada, the community airstrip, then the company town, then WEVP. What about the dogs? Oh yeah, Ron, was the dog wild? Everything on that tape was wild. Somehow, just as the last group dies out, some new utopian project always finds a way to take hold. What is it about this place? It must be the well. It didn't look wild to me. I guess it's a matter of perspective. I'm not sure I agree, but now it's time for the weather. Thanks again, Ron. We're hanging on long past our expiration date. Well, the weather should be pretty wild. I can hear it for myself right now. Yeah, that is not fun. Yeah, getting pretty intense out there. Do you get storms like this a lot? More and more. Right, of course. And then, of course, there's the actual ghost. Alright, here's Elmo with the weather report. And lucky us, we also have Serrano Cole, who stopped by to add some drama. Musically. I hear he's going to be at the Rum Colony later tonight if you need a cocktail after the show. So let's go live to Elmo for the weather report. Oh, is Elmo ready? Should make sure the camera's pointed in the right direction. Oh, what is this? Oh, good. Standing water on the floor and a hole in my boot. Cool. My socks are getting wet. Love to have wet socks. I don't know if that was sarcastic or not. Looks like the ceiling panels are swelling a little. Is that really happening? Are we about to get drenched? Damn. Noah and Serrano are killing this weather report. Hey. This is so trippy. How do you work out these ratios of oil, water, and dyes? It seems so precise the way he drips them in one little half drop at a time. Ooh. Must have been a lot of trial and error. Just staring at a circle of light on the wall. Drip, drip, drip. Where do you get your supplies, Elmo? Penn has a guy in... Oh wait, you mean the projection stuff? I mail-ordered these candle dyes. This other stuff is just mineral oil. Like you can get at the drugstore. The projector? Somebody just left it here, man. Incredible. Actually, it was that girl who does the pirate video stuff. You know, jamming our signal? Weaver. Yeah. A resident ghost. Ghost, huh? You really think she's dead? Doesn't matter. What does he mean by that? You don't think it matters? Nah. Alive or dead, a ghost is just what happens when a person is gone, but still taking up space. Hey, you think she'll get us tonight? It's about time, right? He's right, we're about due. Plus, Saturn's in retrograde. So I hear. Now she keeps a strict schedule. It's never longer than a month or two between. What does Mimi call them? I know they're bad for the general vibe around here, but can I be honest? Emily nods in mock gravity. I kind of like it when she busts in and takes over our signal. It's like a log falling on the road. Reminds you that this all used to be trees. Interventions. That's what Mimi calls it. How does she do it? The performances were cool, though. I never saw her perform, but I heard about it. Oh yeah, I saw her do it a few times. I was into it. For a while we thought she had a tower somewhere, but she's even jamming the local cable transmissions. She did lectures, right? Yeah, you can say that. I thought of them as storytelling sessions. She talked for hours and shuffled through slide after slide of shapes, numbers, weird constellations. Who knows what any of it meant? Ralph and Sherry went and checked every cable in town for... what would they call it? And this was her projector. Right. I don't know where she got it, though. Still works really well. Got a spare bulb at a resale shop, but I haven't had to use it yet. Taps, splices, injection sites. Places where Weaver would be overriding our signal. They didn't find anything. It's a mystery. That's why it bothers people so much. But to me, that just makes it more dignified, somehow. What happened to the rest of her stuff? I bet her slides are still here in the studio. Maybe with the posters? Sherry has all of Weaver's old notebooks, I know that. She keeps them in her archive. You know, the big blue filing cabinet. The daisies painted on. Yeah. Anyway, the really hard part to find is these two pieces of glass. They have to be paired very precisely. I had to get these from the clock store over in Glasgow. That's where they come from. Clock faces. Thanks for the tips, dude. Anytime, dude. Back to you, Rita. Thanks, Elmo and Serrano. So next we have a selection from the video databank. You're gonna like this one, Maya. This one's about caves. Ooh. Yeah, local caves. We play this one a lot. It's pretty cool. Telephone rings. Oh, but we have a phone call. Should we get it now or should we wait? We'll get it now, okay? You need to press the button on the telephone next to her. Hello, WEVP. Hope you all packed a lunch. Sounds like this is going to be a long one. It should be okay if I wander around a bit. Hey, babe. A snap, and then a chitter. Did you know Weaver? A few caws and a caw. Oh, really? Was she nice to you? Chitters. Well, that's good to hear. Make her sound so normal. Talk to anyone else and it's like she had a second head. One of our little mysteries. Like the out-of-towner. A single enigmatic coup. Oh, really? Did you know him well? A couple caws and then a pause, as if more are coming, but they never do. Wow, I had no idea. Whistles. So, who do you think did it? A single reassuring chitter. Of course, I hadn't considered that possibility. What a waste. Sad. Well, have fun. I'm gonna see if Jeff is done. A chitter and a caw. Haha. I have no idea what's going on with them. Someone, maybe I think, was tracking Weaver's appearances here. She jot down the time and date whenever there was an intervention. Maybe he hasn't been by in a few weeks, though. When was the last one? Let's see what the notes say. Oh wait, she just wrote times, not dates. Well, that's not very helpful. They're all at night. I guess that's a pattern. Oh, and here's Ron's recipe for mac and cheese. 6 cups of milk? Decadent. No leaks back here just yet. Tapes are safe for the moment. I have a bad feeling the situation won't last. Soon I'll be scrounging for a tarp to protect the video databank. The couch is getting a little damp, but Ben and Bob don't seem to mind. Probably too wrapped up in their project. Bob had some theories about Weaver's broadcasts. He was considering how she might be tapping into our wires here in town. He built a model, like a proof of concept. This big metal box you could wire up and use to take over our signal. It actually worked. The thing needed too much power to run. Even a car battery could only keep it going for a few seconds. Weaver's broadcast just loops and loops, sometimes for hours. Consolidated Power doesn't pay any attention to this town anymore. They still have us on a strict energy budget. There's no way she's plugged into the grid. Oh my god, he's still going. Oh crap, that's Ron. Oh shit, the line's dead. Oh, the phone lines are such a mess up here. Hello? Was that the storm? What's the damn phone lines? Man, they're really flaky. Ugh. Business as usual. He really has a soothing voice. That's Jeff. He's a regular caller. Or is it Geoff? That sounds cooler. He's asleep. Mine indicates Ron, who has fallen asleep in his chair. Oh, well, let him sleep. Okay, well, let's play the tape. This is cave art. It's a classic around here. I'm excited. Looks like Mo's got this one all queued up. Way to go, Mo. I should make small talk. So what do you think of, the burial mounds? So, if Weaver is a ghost, by some agreed-upon definition of mechanics, that means EVP TV is haunted. Should we be doing something about that? Beautiful. I've seen some very similar ones up in Ohio, actually. Great. Aren't you supposed to, have an exorcism or something? I mean, you can't just leave a place haunted. That'd be negligence. We're worn away by weather, but it's remarkable how... Yep. I'd miss her, though. Could be even older. Wow. Wow. I guess there are good ghosts and bad ghosts. Like spiders, good in the garden, bad in the shower. But I think it's important to keep them in the ground, you know? Oh, for sure. A loud crashing noise from outside wakes Ron up. There it is. What the hell? What was that? I'll check it out. Yikes, should we go help? Oh no, Oh, the tape is over. What did you think? That was great. Yeah, I like that one. That sounded pretty close. Oh no, is the power out? Or just the lights? No, I'll take a look. Maybe a fuse blew on a relay or something. Some scared rat chewed a wire. Abandoned ship. Just kidding. Guess I'll take a look around and see if anything's smoking. Oh, great. Our little town must seem even more romantic now, huh? If it survives the night. Maybe we should call... Nah, the phone lines are definitely dead now. I guess it's up to me to figure out what's going on here. Is that a... No, of course not. Lightning flashes in the dark make it look like a slideshow out there. My summer vacation in the ghost town. They're still picking away at their project in the dark as the storm bears down on us. So, what else is new? That's this whole town, just whistling along on its way to the grave. Ah, poor thing. She's soaked. Are you having trouble with... Oh, I spoke too soon! I thought your power was out! Yeah, it just came back on. Weird. Good, though. You made it, in this storm. Well, I never miss the evening broadcast. To be honest, the only time I get to share my work. Nikki's still carrying a torch for the out-of-towner. Sure, of course. That's great. What happened with the power? That was weird, right? The power? No, it seems like a normal kind of thing to happen in a storm. Yeah, you're right. I just have an eerie feeling tonight. Well, you know, Saturn's in retrograde, right? It sure is. How did you all get together and figure that out? Well, ready to go? Ready. Oh, okay, this ceiling is falling apart. Doesn't bode well for the roof. Some of the studio wiring is in puddles now. It's dangerous, right? Nobody else seems concerned about it. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Now we enter the cultural section of tonight's program. Did you fix it? Just came back on its own. It'll just take a second for the equipment to warm back up and we'll be on the air again. Spooky! It's a disaster out there. The neighbor's barn is basically underwater. Wow, so just completely... Yeah, just completely flooded. I passed Ron on the way in. He's gonna take a look and see if there's anything he can do. Will they be okay? Ron knows what he's doing. He's used to being a firefighter. It's a little bit different though, right? I guess. I think he hands some wet paper towels to Rita. Oh, thanks. Nikki pulls a journal out of her jacket pocket. I brought my work. Oh, good. Nikki reads her poetry. It's a weekly feature of our broadcast. Oh, great. I look forward to hearing it. Yeah, I just hope that we can keep going. We lost power a little while before, right? Better get started then. To the camera, reading. To the out-of-towner. What eagle flew you to your final bed? It was not men who brought you there to sleep. The men who left you bloodied then and fled, had chosen mud, muddy watered creek. Do wild turkeys gobble, don't care, wipe their moss beneath your eyelids clear? Do cardinals pull the twigs out from your hair, wash your hands and feet, and trim your beard? When wood ducks dressed you in your resting gown, and pigeons fashioned shoes from leaves and bark, who then sewed flowers into a burial crown? Ones who made your headdress was a hawk. The men who broke your body, where were they? The vultures stayed home on your funeral day. Emily, look at the monitor! Dude, be quiet. We're live right now. No, we're not. Look. That's not our broadcast. Damn, there she is. Emma was right. What's wrong? It's her. Leave her. Aw, really? Tonight? Sorry about this, Maya. What's going on? Local prankster. She jams her signal every once in a while. Whenever the stars align. Prankster? Not the word I would use. Damn. So, what do you do about it? Just wait until she's done. We've never been able to stop her from jamming us. We don't even know how she does it. We should be back on in a minute, though. Don't worry. That didn't sound good. Hello? Never mind. Well, we made it to Act 5.